Hulk? Who does Thor prefer?
Oh, that's a tough decision because I think we saw a different version of Banner in this film than we've ever seen before, and a different version of Hulk too. A lot of our scenes mostly were improvised, just with me and Mark Ruffalo kind of playing around with the scenes and seeing where we could push these characters, because we'd never really spoken on camera prior to this film.
What are the odds we survive this trip?
I'd say the odds are about 1,000,000 to 1.
And that's crazy to think that you guys have done this many films technically together at this point, yet this is a new pairing.
All of the Avengers, I think we spent so much time together, but rarely do we sort of cross actual conversations together. This was an opportunity to explore that.
Just a couple of hot-headed fools.
Yeah, same. Hulk like fire, Thor like water.
Well, kind of both like fire.
What point do you come into the conversations about what they're going to do with Thor in a new movie?
After the second Thor, I had a great time shooting that movie, but I really felt like I'd sort of locked myself into a very familiar territory of what was expected from that character. And I called Kevin Feige and I said, look, if we're going to do a third one, we've got to visually change it, we've got to change the look, change the hair, get rid of the hammer, all the obvious sort of points. And with Taika, he had the same vision. He said, we've got to make this different and make it something that people don't expect and have more fun with it.
And a lot of people have talked about how safe Taika made it feel for all of you on set to try new things. How did he do that?
Oh, look, I think you just have a sense of who people are, and do you trust them or not? If you're going to give a director 10 different versions of the scene, you're only going to do that if you think they've got your interests at heart and they're going to look after you in the edit. And I had complete trust in him, and I think just because of the films he'd made prior, I had a great sense of heart and truth and humour. There's a continuity in our sort of collaboration and an agreement in what we're trying to achieve.
What made you decide that playing a pile of rocks was the way to go?
Because that's pretty much indicative of my acting. It's like a giant pile of rocks. Shapeless, kind of rocky, tough exterior, but on the inside is delicate like a newborn flower.
So kind of like the Hulk a little bit.
Exactly like the Hulk, except he's not. Except my character's a lot more mature. I think Hulk is like a 3-year-old inside that giant hulking body.
Every time I threw it, it would always come back to me.
Sounds like you had a pretty special and intimate relationship with this hammer, and that losing it was almost comparable to losing a loved one.
It's a nice way of putting it.
What was going on in your mind when you found out you had Cate Blanchett?
It was an opportunity to give an up-and-coming actor a shot at just something, creative, and I love supporting newcomers, and I love mentoring people.
Yeah.
So when I see someone like that coming up, who's got a lot of talent, it's sort of unfocused.
Darling, you have no idea what's possible.
Is that how it was with Jeff Goldblum too? Another up-and-comer you thought maybe you could give some help to?
Yeah, I don't know what Jeff. I think he plays piano or something. They're all good kids. These actors. What more can I say except compliment them?
It is so nice of you to give them a big break.
And that's part of my role as a mentor / idol / god / director / hero to these people, is to give them I'm climbing up to the top of the mountain. I'm pulling them. They're all like holding onto ropes, dangling, and I'm like pulling everyone up behind me. I'm getting to the top. Come up with me, guys. I'm not going to leave you behind. I'm going to go to the top of the mountain, to the peak of success and aspirational goals. And we're at the top now. We're getting the apex. And you guys are coming with me. You're standing just below the peak, just down there by my feet. And then and there's like wind up there, and then like lightning. It's like a fantasy film poster.
He's a fighter.